Hi, I'm Emily Sim for Apmasphere TV, and today we're on site to conduct a routine inspection using Apmasphere's new innovative iPhone application, Field Agent. Okay, so we're on site to do our routine inspection. I've got Field Agent downloaded to my iPhone. Just in case you don't, make sure that you go to Apple's App Store and download Field Agent free. Now that you've downloaded the app, launch Field Agent on your iPhone, and the first screen you're going to see will be blank and will show you a plus button. After you press the plus button, a new inspection will be available for you to start. As you start to complete inspections, they'll start to populate that first blank screen. They'll fill out to show previous inspections and inspections as they fall due. Select the new property button, enter the address of the property, save, and now we're ready to conduct our routine inspection. Using Field Agent is as simple as taking photos with your iPhone. With this in mind, the first place I want to start taking photographs is in the entrance hall. So let's take our first photo. Next, Field Agent will ask you to give the photo a title and make some general comments regarding the photograph. For this example, let's use the preset annotations to select entrance hall, and then we can remark on the walls as showing fair wear and tear. Once we've set this up, Field Agent allows us to comment further on items within the photo. There is some paint flaking here and there's some marks on the wall here. So let's add these comments to our photo so that the owner of the property will see exactly what we are referring to in our email report. When you tap on the screen, you will see that an option appears for us to type our own comments. You can type some comments here and then select save. You can continue this process as many times as you need to. Continuing on with our inspection, it's simply a matter of deciding on the photo that you wish to take, lining up Field Agent, taking the photo, and then it's simply a matter of giving the room a title, making any general comments that you wish to make, and of course pointing out any spot comments that you wish to highlight to the owner. We've tried to make Field Agent as easy as possible to use, so now that you've taken all of your photographs, the next thing to do is select the wrap-up screen, and from here you can decide on which communication preferences you'd like for this particular inspection. Every item in this screen is an option. You can choose to add summary comments, basically a free text field for overall comments about the property or tenancy, plus there are options for breach, rent review, rent increase, tenancy renewal and schedule a repair. You can choose as many of these options as you like, and they will all result in an additional communication paragraph in the email report to the owner. For this inspection, let's choose rent review and add summary contents. This means when the email report is generated, it will be populated with these communications for the owner. Before we email the report to the owner, we want to make sure the next inspection is scheduled for this property. The last button on the wrap-up screen allows us to set next due date. When we select this, the date auto-populates to a date 6 months from today. You can also change this to another date if you prefer. Either way, the property will appear under the due inspection list at the beginning of the app as it falls due. One of the major benefits of Field Agent is that now that I've completed this inspection, it will remain in the application. This can be particularly useful to a property manager in noticing any changes that may have occurred at the property. Using the report that we've just completed, you can see it's still here in my iPhone. I can easily recall it by address and then choose the photos from the report that I have wished to use the overlay feature for. Using the overlay feature, I recall the photo, select overlay, and then you can see the previous photo from the previous routine inspection appears but as a background. This allows us to line the iPhone up and then take another photo of the same location over the top. So there you have it, Field Agent, Apmasphere's new iPhone application ready to download from Apple's App Store right now. Thanks for tuning in to Apmasphere TV. We look forward to your suggestions, comments and feedback online at Apmasphere.